Hello and welcome to Fluent Korean. This course is called Korean Grammar 1.5, 한국어 문법 1.5. This is part 1 of lesson 5, 제5과. The title of this lesson is called 제가 변호사예요. I am the lawyer. So to say I am the lawyer in Korean, you would say 제가 변호사예요. If you add the polite form of I, which is 저, to the subject marker 가, you will get the form 제가. Since the pronoun 저 ends in an vowel, it'll be attached to the subject marker 가, not e. So remember, when you add a subject marker plus the polite form of I, this will become 제가. This is because Korean people find it easier to pronounce the pronoun plus subject marker as 제가 instead of 저가. So let's do some practice. How would you say, I am the CEO, using the subject marker? The answer will be 제가 사장님이에요. So now let's look at another sentence. This sentence means I am a nurse. 내가 간호사예요. So 내가 is really the familiar form of I, which is 나, with the subject marker 가. So how would you say I am Johan, using the familiar form of I with the subject marker? The answer is 내가 요한이에요. So let's look at the difference between the meanings between 제가, 내가, 교수예요, and 저는, 나는, 교수예요. First off, in Korean, these sentences are both similar in meaning. There's almost no difference in meaning. There is a bit of a nuanced difference, but even if you do mix up the particles, you'll still be understood. The sentence with the subject marker has more of the meaning I am the professor. However, the sentence with the topic marker has more of the meaning I am a professor. If you really want to know when to use 제가, 내가, use it when you need to identify yourself amongst others. For example, if someone asks, who is the doctor here? And you want to identify yourself as the doctor, you use 제가 or 내가. Another example is when someone asks for a person named Amy, and you want to identify yourself as the person being Amy, you'll use 제가 or 내가. Now, when you want to use 저는 or 나는, you'll use it when introducing yourself. So, for example, let's say that when you introduce yourself, you want to state your name. This is when you will use 저는 or 나는. Another example is when you introduce yourself, you may want to state your occupation. This is when you'll use 저는 or 나는. Now, to be quite honest, even if you use the 저는 or 나는 to identify yourself, and not when you introduce yourself, you'll still be understood even if you were supposed to use 저는 or 나는 when introducing yourself. So don't stress too much about it. So let's do some practice. How would you say, I am Jungmin Kim, using the familiar form of I with the subject marker? The answer is 내가 김정민이에요. Now let's do a comparison of the 나 and 저, which are the two forms of I. Now when you want to use 나, you'll need to use it among your friends, family, or to those who have a lower status than you. 나 is used in more casual situations. Now when you add the subject marker with 나, it'll become 내가. When you add the topic marker, it'll be 나는. Let's move on to the form of I called 저. 저 is used when speaking to elderly people, bosses, or to new acquaintances. 저 is used in more formal situations. When you add a subject marker with 저, it'll be 제가. When you add a topic marker, it'll be 저는. So now let's do some listening practice. Listen to this sentence and determine the nationality of this person. 나는 영국 사람이에요. So the answer is number 4. So let's learn a new vocabulary word. The word for judge is 판사. So how would you say I am a judge using the polite form of I and the topic marker? The answer is 저는 판사예요. Let's learn another vocabulary word. The word for pastor is 목사님. So how would you say I am a pastor using the familiar form of I and the topic marker? The answer is 저는 목사님이에요. Let's learn another new vocabulary word. The word for Australian person is 호주 사람. So how would you say I am an Australian person using the polite form of I with the subject marker? The answer is 제가 호주 사람이에요. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.